Yeah, yeah. Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. I hear you. I
Yo.
hear you. You coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I was just telling you, I felt like I haven't sat down since we did this last week.
Right. Oh man, it's been a week, brother. It has been a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. And I see we titled "Is It Still October?"
Is it? Yo,
Because we not quite finished. We not for
is
the
it?
finish
I
line
thought,
yet.
like this last week, I thought this was gonna be it. Is this still October after this weekend? I saw
Yeah.
My man Josh Walker had posted this weekend that it was his last wedding of October. I
Ah.
was looking at that thing, man. I hate you. I hate you.
You wanna you wanna wrap up too, huh?
Yeah, man. I still
Got one
got
more
two
week
more.
to go.
I got two
Mm,
more. I'm like, damn,
2 more
lucky
and one in
dude.
a week. Yeah, man. Then it's Halloween on Monday.
Yeah, I'm finally gonna
Yeah,
get to partake. I'm not working
yeah.
Monday.
Okay, okay. I'm a leap in the wind.
Yeah,
No plans. I'm planning as I go. I'm winging
yeah.
it. Yeah, just slide that hidden Valley Ranch over because we winging it.
Cause you winging it.
I'm winging it, man.
Wing,
Come on
Wing
in,
It
ladies and
University.
gentlemen. Ah, Wing
Yeah,
It
Wing It
University.
University,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I see what you did there.
See
Drop us
the
a comment, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all come in. We haven't
yeah,
started yet. We just, you know what I mean? This is the warm up.
yeah. The show will be starting in about 15, 14,
Yeah,
12,
let us
something like
know
that.
who's here.
Say what's up to us. We see you here. Say what's up
Yes,
to
yes,
us.
y'all.
Tell us where you're trick or treating at and what your favorite candy is and why it's not candy corn.
This guy is crazy. Faith is in the house. Say Faith. Evening, a musical relationship slash friendship was born. Even with playing music on stage with other musicians, there has to be chemistry there, and at the same time, it's like you want to be able to have chemistry away from the stage as well. Because if you have chemistry away from the stage, your show and your stage presence and everything like that is
Yeah,
going to
and
be
people
even
pick
greater.
up on it. Not just entertainment, what we do. We'll be talking to designers and entrepreneurs and people just trying to get their t-shirt brand popping. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your hustle is, this is Hustlenometry 101.
My
And we're
slogan for
gonna
my
all get there
business, I
together.
love to say everyone needs a little faith.
Charlemagne the God would say, sometimes you gotta be the roller. You gotta roll it up for everybody. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Lil C.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I got these.
Yeah, yeah, Brandon.
but
Yeah, Brandon.
last time I've been booed in my life.
That's what it is.
Get you bling like the Neptune sound.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop. Today is Tuesday, October 25th. The time is
Yes.
7 p.m. So you know what time that is. You know what time that is. That means it's time for another installment of the No Shortcut Show with Midas and Fame.
You are. Hey.
It's dinner time. I
Don't
hope
be
y'all,
jumping the gun.
hope y'all ain't on that liquid diet.
I know. Don't jump the gun. Yeah, get something to eat first, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So calling that up.
Yeah.
Hey, alpaca, like that.
Yeah.
and take them glasses off. Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do. Come on
But it
in,
hits you
guys.
about 4 slices of bread first, man.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Absolutely. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we just having a little fun as we come on. Y'all come on in.
Come
Get
on
yourself
in.
situated. It's time for another installment of your favorite internet sensation, the
Yeah.
hottest internet sensation.
Yeah.
Blazing up Facebook, blazing up YouTube, blazing up Twitch. We go
What
by the
up?
name of the No Shortcut Show. We welcome you all. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for spending a little bit of your evening, and we know it's dinner time, and we always
Yeah.
encourage you to pull your plate right on up with your whatever your smartphone device may happen to be. If you're on your
Absolutely.
laptop, computer, your tablet, we appreciate you joining us and hanging out for a little while. Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's your first time here, drop us a one. Who's all here? How
Let
many
us
people
know.
we got here? I'm trying to. I think Faith is the only person. Shout out to my sister. Mom already messaged me and said she's gonna catch the replay. She's
Okay.
campaigning with my
Yeah,
uncle.
yeah,
The election is coming up, and he's running again for
yeah.
sheriff.
Dixon
So
for
shout out
sheriff, Chesterfield
Dixon
County.
for
What's
sheriff.
up?
Yeah, Chesterfield County. James Dixon for sheriff. That's what we're doing. We're gonna keep that seat very very warm.
Yeah,
We're gonna reelect and put him back in position for
yeah.
another 4 years. So yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. And if whenever he feels like it, I told you when I saw you a few weekends ago, whenever he feels like it, he can come on up to Lancaster County. We could
We
we
get him
won't
from.
mind.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And
We
what we
won't
could
mind.
do though is get him on the show sometime soon.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that would
know,
be great. That would be great.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And because we, ladies and gentlemen, we really we do this thing here week to week.
Hmm.
Because Famous and I, we're out on the road and busy grinding. So as far as scheduling out, I guess we do it week to week, and we're
Yeah.
just blessed and fortunate to know many people that do, diverse,
Hmm.
a variety of things,
Yeah.
across the board. So yeah, so we just able to reach out to our friends, our contacts, and allow
Yeah.
them to come here and talk to us and talk to you guys at the same.
Absolutely. We can have the sheriff on. I'd love to
Yeah,
talk to him. I know
yeah,
he's got
yeah.
some jewels to share with our
Oh
audience for
man,
sure.
absolutely, absolutely, yes. And just to let you guys know, we won't have a guest on tonight's episode, and
It's
we're
just
gonna
us.
recap. It's just us. And as we said in the beginning of a few pilot episodes, we said, sometimes it'll just be the two of us here chopping it up. And
Yeah.
most of the time, though, we will have a guest that will come on and share their story and give us some insight to some of the trials and tribulations that they have been through, but yet how they've been able to succeed
Absolutely.
at the end of the day. So yeah,
Yeah, let us know you're here. Let me make sure my comments are working. So somebody leave me a
you
comment
guys
so I
working.
know that it's working. I know you're
We got
here, but I can't see you until you comment. So let me make sure I don't need to update my system. Put a
unless you're
little
driving
comment
now,
in here.
folks.
Yeah, don't comment if you're driving. No typing. No
You
typing
might
and
be.
driving.
I'm just using my imagination. Some people may have clicked on and they may
That's
be
true.
driving and just
That's
listening.
true.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but we still welcome you the same. We understand
Put us
that.
on in the car instead of Power 98. I'm with it.
Yeah, hey, plug us in the aux.
Yeah,
Bluetooth.
put me
We
in the
come out the
aux.
actual. We want to come out the big speaker system.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we made the decision this week. It's been a long week and a long
Yeah.
month for us both on the roads. So we
Yes.
said this week, let's just kick it old school and just come on back in and just talk about what we've seen this week and what we've been up to and share our stories with the audience. And
Yeah.
we'll reload with the guests next week, most likely.
Absolutely. Okay, Faith. Matt said hello. Tell him I said hello. You guys together right now? Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And
Shout out to Faith and Matt.
yeah, yeah. They
Thanks for
got
joining where you are.
perfect attendance awards and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that free pass to Carowinds.
yeah. That's the
Mom,
good.
yeah,
That's
mom
the
got
good for the
even
perfect
though she's not
attendance.
here right now. Yeah, she's gonna catch the replay.
That
You know,
counts. That
she's gonna
counts.
get perfect attendance award
Yeah.
as well.
Let's get the free pass
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Carowinds or buffet at Pizza Inn.
Oh, you remember the Book It program? I
Yeah.
used to love the Book It program.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I could read some books and go get a personal pen
Yes, sir.
on
Yeah,
the
they still
inside.
do that. They still do
Oh,
that. My kids brought them.
yeah.
They brought them letters home a couple weeks ago about the Book It program.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then my daughter, the oldest one, she didn't really want to do it because she don't like Pizza Hut. No, I think they were.
Mm,
Yeah, it was Pizza Hut. She
yeah,
doesn't
that's
like on they have pizza every Friday at their school, and she
that's
doesn't
cool.
like it because it's Domino's. She doesn't like Domino's
My
pizza.
son
Yeah,
loves Domino's.
yeah,
I'd be like having to try to negotiate. Like we got
yeah,
Domino's last time. Are you sure? You sure you
yeah,
don't want none of those? It's cool, man. We gotta switch it up. But most kids like pizza, but that's
yeah,
cool, not every. There's
yeah,
exceptions to every rule. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
They like pizza. They had pizza for dinner tonight. She just don't like Dom. I don't think she likes the sauce on
Dom-
Domino's for some
okay.
reason, but
You
she
know.
still eats it every Friday.
Okay.
She'll
But
turn it
hey,
down.
hey, yeah, it gets the job done. It gets
Yeah,
the job
buddy.
done. Well,
Get
ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our
yeah.
fine co-host over here to the left-hand side of my screen. Like I said, he is the co-host of this platform.
Yes.
He is the producer of this platform, and this platform is called the No Shortcut Show.
Hey.
Uh, yeah, he's also a digital media strategist and an event coordinator. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your favorite DJ's favorite DJ,
DJ Famous, aka
Yes.
Travis Bizel.
Yeah.
We here.
I also do have a new title that I'm adding to the list of titles. I got a new hat. I got
Oh,
a new
okay.
hat. We'll talk
What's
about
the
that
hat
in a
say?
in a and we'll talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that
because
in a minute. In
you
a
did say
minute.
last week you got an announcement.
Big announcement soon come, and today we will be announcing the new hat that I'm putting on. But
All
I
right,
appreciate you, man. Thank you for that
no doubt.
introduction.
That's
I
my
do a
pleasure.
few things,
A few things.
and I'm also joined by my co-host, my
Yes, sir.
man,
Mhm.
music director of the chairman of the board, talented musician, keyboard player, MC, podcast host, member of Mellow Groove,
Yes,
Rock Hill
sir.
Music Hall of Famers, also the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Jerry
Yes.
Midas Hardison. What's happening?
Hey man,
What's up,
I'm
man?
glad to be here. Glad to
We
be
gotta tell
here.
these people who you be.
Hey man, I don't do much.
This guy's a two state Hall of Famer.
Man, I'm just blessed and fortunate, man, to
Yeah,
the work that I've done over the years has landed me in some positions
yeah,
where I can I guess look up from grinding
yeah.
and really appreciate the fruits of the labor over the
Absolutely,
years.
man. We
But
might.
still got to remain.
I just got inspired. I think this episode just might be me interviewing you.
Hey, we can do that.
You're the
I'm,
guest and the host.
I'm a team player. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I may go. Can you put me on this side when I'm the host, and then
To go to
put
the
me
other
on this
side,
side?
like asking yourself questions, like
Yeah,
Ti versus Tip.
absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that.
What's the one? What's my guy? Cassidy had something like that one
Uh huh.
time too.
Yeah. Interview yourself.
Barry,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's do that.
battling his stuff on records. Hey, the cool thing is, no matter what, he won, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Shout out to everybody that's watching with us today on YouTube, on Facebook Live, of course, and
Yeah,
on Twitch. What's up?
on Twitch.
Let
Yeah,
us know
yeah,
you're here and where you're watching from. We do appreciate you joining us. This this
absolutely.
this fine little show we started 35 episodes ago, just as
35
a
episodes.
yeah, this is number 35. We started this just as an idea to get back in front of people and get ourselves back on the screen and talking about our weekly routines and things that we've learned in business and in entrepreneurship and in just being creatives and things that we
Yeah,
wanted to contribute to a community of people
yeah,
because we
yeah,
we
yeah,
have a lot of friends, we have a lot of people that might be tuning in that are interested in starting their own business or they're in the beginning stages of a business. And
hmm,
we always like to come on and share some jewels no matter what the medium is and what the
yeah,
idea is, just to inspire. And then we
yeah.
started bringing on other inspiring folks, and man, they really
Yeah,
don't
we've been having
disappoint,
some
man.
great chats. I must say, we've
Yeah,
been having some great chats, and a lot of these conversations don't just pertain to business; they end up pertaining to life as a
right,
whole.
right.
And the cool thing is, as DJ Famous said, he mentioned the word community. So that's what we're in the process of building here
Hmm.
at No Shortcuts. Of course, we're the bricklayers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Making setting the foundation and the
Yeah.
platform, but us having guests on, and them sharing with us, and also everyone that comes on as a guest has a certain field or a certain business. We call it what do we call it?
Hustlenometry?
Yeah, hustleometry. Yeah, 101. They have some
Hustleometry.
sort of hustle. They have some sort of passion. They
Right.
have a gift, and some words that have been said over these 35 episodes that
Hmm.
have stuck with me is we all have a business inside of us,
Yeah.
you know. And with that being said, we're here to help you incubate that,
Yeah.
and give birth to that.
Yeah.
To whatever that is. We all have something that we can contribute
Yeah.
to the universe,
And one thing I
and
love too, man, about what we've been doing, the people we've been talking to, another consistent theme is it doesn't matter when you start. It doesn't have to be something that you've been dreaming on since you were 2 years old. You could have gotten
Right.
this idea at 40. And
Yeah.
now, how do I get started at 40 doing this thing? We've had some people that's been really inspiring in terms of this was their first or second or third career, something that they happened upon. Like last week with Katrina Mack,
Yeah.
she didn't really grow up wanting to do hair or thinking about it that way. And then, opportunities came and she was ready
Yeah.
for it when it came, though,
Yeah.
That was real,
And I,
that
and I
was real
think
special.
Yeah, and I think the common thread in everybody's story is as we mature and as we get older, we want to work smarter
Hmm.
and not work harder.
Yeah.
You want to be able to do something skillfully and get a chunk, you know what I mean, at
Hmm.
one time,
Hmm.
as opposed to working so hard
Yeah.
just to try to make the ends meet. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's
Exactly.
the common thread subconsciously of why of everyone that's been here.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely. That's a good working smarter, and that's going to be a good subject for a later episode. When
okay,
it's time to change, when it's time to up your prices, that's going to be
yeah,
the
yeah, that's
that's
about to
going
come.
to
It's I mean, like
yeah.
just without saying everything, that was a mellow groove discussion.
Yeah.
Uh, not in depth, but it was
Hmm.
thrown out there. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, mellow groove. People that book, people that promote, and see the thing is now, we got the status and the title of being in
Hmm.
the Rock Hill Hall of
Yeah.
Fame of Music.
Hmm.
That should reflect on our pricing. Now,
Right.
also currently, we do a lot of exclusive things. We're not. You can't just really see us like you used to see us,
Hmm.
like going to Empire
Right.
or
Right.
all of these places in Rock Hill that we just pretty much squeezed all the
Hmm.
juice out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's exclusive. You'll see us on the Blues and Jazz Festival. We're
Hmm.
doing private events. You'll see us at the country club doing the Christmas party. You'll see us
Yeah.
at one of the fraternities having an event or
Yeah.
organization having an event. So with that being said, that has to reflect,
Right.
in our in our pricing structure
Yeah.
because as you grow, your value grows also.
Yeah,
And you
man.
still want to be
Absolutely.
fair. You still want to be fair, you know, for whoever's booking you, whoever's asking for your services.
Sure.
But at the same time, just like you get a raise on your regular job, things like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. That's the way I try to think about it too, because I have people, and I'm sure y'all experience this too. You might have somebody that reach out to you that booked you 5 years ago for something, and now they're
Hmm.
booking you again, and they want to know, well, what's the difference? It's 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Everything's gone up. You go to Walmart, a
yeah.
bag of chips ain't 25 cents no more. You
Hey,
know,
they half air.
exactly.
Yeah, you paying for
Yes.
the air too.
Yeah, so I think that's an important discussion about, when it's time, when it's time to do that and then how you go about doing that, and staying fair
Yeah,
to everybody past and present, because that's something that I'm going to be going through, at the end of this year as well. I'm going to be,
yeah,
called,
yeah.
it's going up a minute.
Yeah, and I think the top of the year would be ideal
Right.
instead of it's like a reset,
Yeah,
as opposed
exactly.
to right in the middle of the year or
Yeah.
the last quarter. Top of the year is a great time to reset. There's usually going to be some downtime, whatever your
Yeah.
industry is at the top of the year. There's some
Hmm.
downtime, so that'll give you some time
Exactly.
to strategize and
Yeah.
if you have to put your heads together with your partners or what have you. I mean, you
Yeah.
have time to do that,
I
and
used to
just
put it off because I used to pay someone to do all my graphic design and all my
uh,
flyers and pricing sheets and stuff like that. And I would
uh
say, man, if I change my prices now, I'm gonna have to pay her to do this stuff all over again.
oh yeah, yeah,
So let
absolutely.
me let me let it
That
ride for a little while longer.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
Yeah,
now since
so
I do all that myself, I'll just change it tomorrow. But
yeah,
I'm sticking with the first of the year though.
yeah,
First of the
yeah,
year.
because you don't want to just do the shock treatment, right? The shock treatment just
Hmm.
out the blue. Like right now it's October,
Yeah.
uh, so pretty much another couple of months, and it's time
Right.
for the reset anyway.
Yeah.
I see our Mellow Groove brother is in the house. Steven Suber is in the
Yeah.
building.
You see comments? I don't
Up,
see any
dude?
comments.
Yeah, drop a. I say, yeah, you don't see anything. Okay, I see my brother
No, I'm
said,
not
hey.
seeing.
All
I don't know.
right.
On my end, I'm not. I see. I thought there was something wrong with it because on my end, I'm not
Okay,
seeing any comments.
yeah,
But
I'm just
that's
seeing
cool.
who.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You let me know who's up there
hey, yeah, I'll
because I
keep an
can't
eye
see
on
any.
it.
I
I'll
don't.
keep an eye
And
on
then
it. That's
sometimes I think it happened before where all the comments they then started showing up later all at one
okay.
time.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's
as of
happening.
right now, I don't see any comments. But thank you,
Okay, yeah,
thank you,
hey,
folks.
thank y'all
Thank you
for
for
joining
joining
us.
us. We appreciate it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Facebook. And shout out to Twitch. We're covering
Yeah,
3 platforms simultaneously. So yeah,
absolutely,
so yeah.
absolutely.
It's the No Shortcut Show, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey man, that's what it is.
and that's what it's
So
going to be.
that's what it's going to be, and that's just the overall thing, man. Everything that we do, everything that you want to do, there is no easy way to do it. There is no
No
easy way to
easy way.
start this business. There's no easy way to hustle. There's no quick get rich quick. Doesn't really exist. It's a
Nah,
lot of work.
you have to put that 10,000 hours in. There's no
Got
there's
to.
no way around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still putting in hours.
Hmm.
As I sit here right now, man, I'm still fatigued in my body from last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
From workload, from being a dad,
Hmm. Yeah.
taking care of business,
Yeah.
But hey, so again, there's no shortcuts. We have to do what we have to do, especially when we're passionate about something, because you don't want to let opportunities slip. You want to be
Right.
able to take advantage of the opportunities, especially with the music season, and live events and things like
Hmm.
that. It's gonna start coming to a close here in a little bit,
Yes, sir.
especially like mid-November. The outdoor things will,
Yeah.
then we'll transition into doing some like some Christmas stuff. And I like, like every annually there's usually a nursing home gig that we
Hmm.
do,
Hmm.
with me playing, Brandon singing. Though that's some of the most fulfilling. I'm thinking back to the one we did last year in
Yeah.
Columbus.
I've done that with y'all a couple times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When we did it here in town, when we
Yeah.
did it,
Yeah. I think I
yeah.
did two of those with y'all.
Okay. Yeah, and so last year we ended up in Columbia, but just to see those folks, man,
Hmm.
you know, grooving and shaking and dancing, and
Yeah.
some of them were crying because they're like, these songs take me back to my childhood,
Hmm.
and things like
Hmm.
that. So that was some of the most fulfilling fulfilling performances, small and um, what's the word I'm trying to, when it's intimate, small and intimate,
Yeah.
and you got, but you're able to provide music for some folks who can't go nowhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
there
That's
all the
important
time.
stuff, man.
Some family not even coming to visit
Hmm.
some of these people. So to be able to come there, man, and just provide a few hours of music and allow them to see the light, see their eyes light up, see them
Yeah.
smile, see them dance, see them cry. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good
Yeah.
stuff, man. I really enjoyed when I did those couple years with y'all too. That was real. That was a lot of fun for me, just for that same reason, man. Just
Yeah, man.
people
The
getting to
holidays.
No, I think one of the ones I did, it was the staff. It wasn't for
The
the
staff,
actual.
okay.
Yeah, those are the ones I
That's
did
right.
with
They
you.
would do the staff party. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
The
did the
ones we did.
staff party with you.
That was at Agape. Shout out to
Hmm.
them here in
Okay.
Rock. The one in Columbia was acute something acute
Okay.
rehabilitation. I forget the name. It's been
Yeah.
almost a year. Charge it to my mind and not
Not to
my
my
heart.
heart. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right,
Yeah,
man.
but that one in Columbia was for the staff and the residents
Okay.
at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah.
just sent a test comment in and I can see my comment, but I
You
can't
can't see
see all
nobody
the
else.
other. Like I'm logged in on my phone too, so I
I
can
see
see
yours.
it. I can
Yeah, I
see
see it.
everybody on my phone, but it's not coming up on screen the way it normally does. But my comment just came up on the screen, so that's weird.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Well,
weird.
I'm gonna hold it down.
Some kind of weird glitch going on, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We here. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, that was when we were coming up with what we were going to do today, man. I just said we just gonna name this thing. Is it still October?
Yeah.
Because it's
Because
been
it's been a long month,
it's
huh?
been a long month. It's been a wild ride for both of us, I'm sure. So I just
Yeah.
figured we'd just take today and kind of kick back and catch up a little bit and get to talk about
Yeah.
where you been this week, brother. You did some big things.
Oh man. Still soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Um, So we was here last Tuesday, and after we logged off, the usual nightly routines and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Wednesday during the day, same routine, but Wednesday evening I had rehearsals for the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame inductions.
Mm-hmm.
So I had rehearsals for that on Wednesday. The chairman of the board uh, had a 15-minute segment, and then we also were playing for the tribute to
Mm-hmm.
Bernard Edwards, and he's no longer with us, but he was inducted.
Yeah.
His nephew, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his nephew uh, received his award for him.
Okay.
But nonetheless, oh man, so we're here at the Thursday night. We're at the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, and I got to give a big shout out to Miss Debbie McFadder, the chairwoman of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. A big shout out to Veronica Corridor, who's the executive director
Mm-hmm.
of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. The rest of the staff, I don't know you guys' names, name by name, but you guys come under that umbrella as well. They
Yeah.
put together a nice event, man, that had us feeling like it was like the Grammys,
That's
you know,
awesome. That's awesome.
red carpet.
Yeah.
Uh, they had the street shut down where the gym. Shout out to the Gym Theater where the inductions
Mm-hmm.
ceremonies were held. They had the street shut off. There was a high school band out playing,
Mm-hmm.
pre-show,
Mm-hmm.
and during the show they kicked off the show by coming inside and kicking off the show as well. Had
Nice.
a DJ out there. What else? They had some race cars because
Mm-hmm.
Kannapolis is big on
Yeah.
NASCAR
NASCAR
racing.
country.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
I mean, then they had the big spotlights shining up into the air, when they going back and forth and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's
Yeah, it was
up.
a big event,
The
man.
royal treatment.
Yeah, and so the inductees of the night, of course, like I said, as I aforementioned, Bernard Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a chance to play with Kevin Carter for that tribute as well. So shout out to Kevin Carter out of Detroit, one of Detroit's
Mm-hmm.
finest
Yeah.
legendary guitar players. He came into town and we played that tribute together. Yeah. So the inductees. Okay. Again, Mr. Bernard Edwards, Stephanie Mills was inducted.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Janet Paschal, who she did gospel music, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you familiar with Jimmy Swaggart and that
Yeah.
back in the day, but she
Yeah.
started under them, and then she ended up with a solo career. And I
Okay.
think we all pretty much know who Stephanie Mills is.
Yeah. I didn't
She was,
realize Stephanie Mills from North Carolina though. I didn't know that.
yeah, man. You'd be
Cool.
surprised. And I went to the actual museum, and I'll get into that in a minute. On Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
I went to the actual museum, and you'd be surprised who has either North Carolina roots or North Carolina
Right.
affiliation, spent
Right.
time
Right.
and things like that. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Who else got inducted? Miss Nina Freelon, uh, and I think there was a gentleman. His last name was Poole. I forget his first name right off. I'm gonna look it up here in a minute. But he was an artist in like the I want to say in the 40s, 30s, 40s,
Okay.
like that. He did bluegrass.
Yeah. Okay.
So his family was there, and they performed because they still carry on some of his
Yeah.
musical traditions. And I got a chance to meet gospel phenom, legendary recording artist Donald Lawrence was there,
Hey.
man. He presented Stephanie Mills, and little
Mhm.
did I know, he was her musical director before he went into doing gospel music.
Mhm.
I had
Okay.
no clue.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
and the crazy thing about people's journey, especially in music, I will apply it to music. It may apply to more than just music, but what I've recognized is how sometimes you just see the person for the end result, right?
Mhm.
And then you go back and do your due diligence, and you're like, okay, they did this, they did this, they did this. It's all part of the journey leading up to them being in the
Mhm.
forefront.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was a nice little fun fact. I had no
Yeah.
clue.
That's
You
cool.
know, yeah, man. And so our performances went well. There's a nice crowd. People got a chance to dress up. We the executives decided to wear suits. We were
Yeah.
doing the
Nice.
Reservoir Dogs look.
Okay.
And we had a great time, man. It's like
Mhm.
again, it was like almost what would be equivalent to our version of what like an award show would be
Yeah.
like.
For sure, for sure. That's great, man. I'm sure that was a good treat for everybody for sure, man. To be a
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good
Thoroughly,
deal.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was awesome. It was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. And so that was Thursday. Friday, we went down to Hopkins, South Carolina. Shout out to the promoter Carlos down there, who is
Hmm.
also a performer on the show.
Yeah.
And shout out to the band down there. There was a young lady, I forget her name, but she was a finalist on American Idol.
Okay.
She performed, and the chairman of the board, we closed the
Ah, I
show out. It
think I
was
know who you're talking about. I don't remember her name
I,
either, but I
I got to
remember a young lady from American Idol that was from that part of South Carolina.
yeah. Let me
I know
I'll find it.
exactly who you're talking about. She was real good too.
Yeah, she was killing. I
And
took
she
some
was
video and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Let
she
me
was
tell you
from
what
that
her
area, and
name
I had to
was.
look it up to see where that was. But now I know it. It was years ago now, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Paris Bennett, American Idol finalist Paris Bennett.
That might be. That might be
Yeah,
who I'm
that
thinking about. I
okay.
do remember a
Okay.
young lady that was in the last group, like almost in the finals or in the finals, and she was from that part of
Okay.
South Carolina for sure.
Okay.
I'll know it when I
Okay.
see her though. I don't
All
remember
right.
the name,
Yeah, man.
but
Cool.
cool.
But it was cold. We was outside, and
Hmm.
initially we thought our showtime was gonna be 8:30 to 9:30. Then it after we got down there and sound check, and they had the spread for us too. By the way, they got some
Yeah,
fried chicken from the soul food restaurant, some
laid it
collard
out.
cheese, the yams, and
Hmm.
two cakes and fish.
Wow.
Yeah, you know I had to wash it down with the strawberry Fanta.
Yo, they pulled it all the way out. That's
Yeah,
nice.
man. But so yeah, they were sound checking. We got there and we went ahead and ate while they were sound checking. After they
Uh-huh.
got finished, we sound checked, but we didn't. We ended up not playing until 9:30 to 10:30, and
Okay.
it was a little chilly out there, but
Yeah,
we
it
made it,
was.
man.
Yeah.
We made it. Saturday was the barbecue festival in Lexington, and normally we're like the 9 o'clock performers on the Saturday portion of the show,
Hmm.
but we got it pushed back a little this year. I think they Ken probably or whoever did the negotiating was just like it's a little chilly
Yeah.
that time. We rather come a little and oftentimes we play two shows on that day,
Hmm.
but this year just one. We had a 3:30, I think a 3:30 to 5 o'clock slot. So the sun was up, it felt nice,
Nice.
wind was blowing, nice breeze. So yeah. And
Yeah.
Sunday was Mount Dewell Baptist Church. Picked my son up after church, took him to go shopping for Halloween,
Hmm.
and then I had to go up to the museum, the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame Museum,
Hmm.
and pick my suit up
Yeah.
because I left it. So this is yeah. So and we got a not a free, but I got a private tour on
Okay.
Sunday
Yeah.
with my son and everything, and he got a
Oh, that
chance
was
to look
cool.
at NASCARs, and I got a chance to just really walk around a little bit and
Hmm.
see Ninth Wonder in there and Jermaine Dupri
Yeah.
and Maceo.
Hmm.
Was with James Brown and
Yeah.
so many people. Of course, the chairman of the board, Anthony
Maceo.
Hamilton, and
Hmm.
the list goes on and on. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I will say, because I'm not going to take up time naming all of these names, but if you're in the area, if you're close to Kannapolis, you need to stop by there. Andy
Yeah.
Griffith is in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, in the North Carolina, Music Hall of Fame, and they got the NASCAR stuff in there too. So you go
Hmm.
to this one spot in Kannapolis. I think it's on Dale Earnhardt Boulevard or right off
Hmm.
Dale Earnhardt Boulevard. Anyway, hence the name Dale
Yeah.
Earnhardt, not the NASCAR. But anyway, man, take a tour sometime.
Yeah.
Google it, look it up. It's in Kannapolis, it's the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. Go take a tour and
Hmm.
really see how much talent has come out of North Carolina as a
Yeah.
whole. Fantasia's in there, Clay
Hmm.
Aiken is in there.
That's
So
what's
yeah.
up. Definitely check that out
Yes.
for
So
sure.
so this is funny. So real quick, and I'm gonna wrap this all up. So I had to pick my suit up because, mind you, we wore suits
Hmm.
to the event, and so I was already set up Thursday from Wednesday's rehearsal. So I just wore, pretty much what I was gonna wear that night. Added my
Hmm.
tie and jacket when I got there,
Yeah.
but I brought clothes with me because I didn't want to play and pack up in my suit and drive
Right.
home in my suit.
Right.
So after, and then this theater, you load in from the front. The dressing room is in the front. You not. There's no back load in, no back dressing rooms, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so after the event was over, I went and changed, hung my suit back up, but it took my other stuff out to the car. I went back, got my keyboard, everything else, keyboards,
Mm-hmm.
stand cables, and I forgot to go back and grab my suit. So
Mm.
then I realized that I was like 20 minutes down the road,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh man, I forgot my suit, but the sound crew is still there. So I know somebody's still there. I'm gonna run back up to Kannapolis.
Oh.
And by the time I get there, they inform me that Veronica, who I shouted out earlier, she realized one of us had left some clothes, and she went ahead and grabbed them. So then I had to get in contact with her, which led to me having to roll back up that way on
Mhm.
Sunday to grab
Mm-hmm.
the clothes that I left.
Yeah.
Hence the private tour. and
Yeah.
everything.
That worked out then. That worked
Yeah,
out.
man.
Good thing you left
Yeah,
that suit.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to find the positives.
Yeah, exactly. It
Gotta find
happened.
the
It had to happen. So you
It had to
could,
happen.
enjoy
And-
that experience, you know?
My son got a chance because I left my
Exactly.
suit. My
Yeah.
son got a chance to experience that, you know what I'm saying, and the race cars and learn about. I mean, they
Mhm.
got one of Jermaine Dupri's actual MPCs in there. One of
Mhm.
Ninth Wonder's MPCs. One of his
Yeah.
computers. These artists get to decide what they want to donate
Right,
for
right.
their setup. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. I'll have to
Pretty cool.
check that out too.
Gotta
Up
do it.
in
It's worth it.
Kannapolis, man.
It's worth it.
That's what's up.
So,
So that
yeah,
was a
so
busy weekend.
That was busy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much like I said, nonstop. After we clicked off
Yeah.
last Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday rehearsals, Thursdays the induction,
Yeah.
Friday down in Hopkins,
Yeah.
Saturday Lexington, North Carolina, church, Sunday back up to Kannapolis, and things like that. So yeah,
That was about it, man. That was pretty much the same thing here, bro. We did so I had weddings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
wow.
So when we got off Tuesday, first thing Wednesday morning, I go in prep mode. I got to start preparing and planning and getting timelines in order and all these things. And Friday I was right here. I progressed throughout the weekend. Friday I was right here,
Yeah.
15 minutes away. Boom, that
Yeah.
was easy. And then Saturday I was in Richburg, a little bit
Okay.
further away. I was okay, about 45 minutes from the house. But it
Yeah.
was a nice wedding, man. It was both of these, Friday and Saturday, were both outside. And it was,
Oh,
at night. So yeah, it was a little cold.
It's a
It was a
little
little
chilly.
cold by the time 9 o'clock ran around. Saturday wasn't so bad though. But
Okay.
Friday was a little cold. Saturday, it was real nice though. It was outside the small, outdoor wedding and event venue in Richburg that I hadn't heard of before. But
Okay.
it was real intimate, and so they got married somewhere else, like at a church somewhere close by, and then they came for the
table.
cocktail and the reception, and it
Okay.
ended up being real nice, man. When I was talking to them earlier in the week, the bride was saying, what kind of music she likes and all this kind of stuff, and she's gonna be out there dancing. She really wants to party, and
Right.
her soon-to-be husband, he's not much of a dancer. He's like, oh, I might be
Uh-oh.
out there for the first one, and
That's it,
one
bro.
thing. I was like, all right. I had my man. I counted 5 times I had him out there on the dance floor, so
Oh,
that was an
okay,
accomplishment. And I even
Good.
shouted on the when I was just kind of messing with them on the mic. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Tyler bet me $2 that I wasn't gonna get him out here to dance, and he's been out here 5 times, y'all. He owed me $2, and that kind of got everybody into it. So that was real cool, and it was early. It was over early too, so that was a blessing, man. Because they paid for, up to 6 hours because they had the space until 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But they ended up, since it was so small and it was outdoors, temperature starting to drop, people started, dying
the sun
down.
going
So
up.
about 8:30, I was done, and that was good. I was like,
And it
yeah.
started what time?
It started at 4, so I started playing at 4.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
4
okay.
to 8:30, that was it. I was done. Take
Yeah,
it to
you
the
can't do
crib.
that.
And
Yeah.
then all Saturday morning, since that wedding was so late in the afternoon, it would start at 4 o'clock. So I had some time at home, and here in town, they were doing a little nature in the park day. and they do it
Okay.
every year. So we're able to take the kids and enjoy some things. They had like different little stations set up where the kids could do face painting, and they were like making a lot of outdoor arts and crafts kind of stuff. So we
That's
did that
awesome.
before the wedding on Saturday.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so that was cool. But Sunday I did this one's for so my sister's niece, but really like her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like my
Alright.
sister, pretty much basically raised this girl like her daughter, but
Okay.
technically her niece, I guess. And so it was her wedding, and that was in Raleigh or around the Raleigh area. So that was quite a trip.
That's a
And
hump.
it was but it was, man, it was so good. Like she's, they're a young couple, 22, 23 years old, but they've been together since for like, middle school, how
Oh,
long
yeah,
they've
one
known
of
each
those-
other,
One
And
of those notebook love stories.
yeah, exactly. And most of the time, and I said this to my sister the night of, most of the time when I do these weddings, everybody's having fun, but they're still kind of not tight,
Yeah,
but
reserved.
especially with younger crowds, because they don't really dance no more. They just kind of taking pictures and posing all night long.
Yeah.
Not really a whole lot of dancing. But
Right.
I'm telling you, this girl, she was out there she was like the most animated crunk bride ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She had so much fun, and all her people. And I think a lot of it is that she's an AKA, and my sister was also an AKA.
so
So
her
it
people
was
turned
all
up
them
too.
there. All the AKAs was there. All the alphas was there, and they were
Oh,
just they were turning
Line
up the whole
dancing,
night. Yeah,
stepping,
all
all of
kinds
that.
of stuff, man. It was just all night long. And then the opposite thing happened, because I was thinking this wedding starts at 2:30. It's on a Sunday. Ain't no way they go until 10 o'clock, right?
Good day.
We, it went the entire time, B.
You was
And
looking
that-
at your watch a little bit.
I loved it. They had fun. I'm glad they had fun. But just, in your brain, you start to prepare. Like, okay, they got
Right.
me till 10 o'clock, but this is a Sunday. Most of the
Yeah.
time, people just book me for the entire time that they got the venue till. But
Right.
it ended up not going. And I asked the wedding planner, doing it. I was like, so what time we supposed to end? She said, they got to 10 o'clock. I was like, it was like 8 at that point. I was like, I don't think they're going. It's Sunday
Yeah.
night. People got to go to work tomorrow. But they
Right.
went hard the whole time. The
That's
whole
awesome.
time to 10 o'clock. So they had a good time, man. It was a lot of fun. I was really honored to do that for my sister
Yeah.
and her side of the family. And then
Uh-huh.
packing up, of course, I wheeled my cart out to the van, and then I still had some other stuff inside my other rolling suitcase. I packed up the van, went inside, got my other rolling suitcase with the photo stuff in it, rolled that on out, put it in the van, got up out of there, right? And that's like a 3-hour trip, right?
Oh,
To
you
my
forgot
crib.
something too? We both forgot something.
I
Trying
forgot
to get
my
up out of
cart, man. I left because I didn't put the cart in the van because I had to go back inside and put some other stuff in, and then I put the
Right.
cart in last.
Right.
I forgot my rolling cart, man. And I didn't realize it until I was unpacking Monday morning. I was like, yo, my cart is still
Yeah.
sitting out there by them trash cans.
Man,
So
so you had to
now-
call up there? And they
Nah, I
wasn't
mean, it's
able to-
3 hours away. I'm not going back up there anytime
You're not
soon.
gonna go get it?
No,
okay.
it's
So
not.
yeah, did you get another cart?
I can't justify a 3 hour, 6 hour turnaround for a
Right.
cart.
It might be cheaper just to buy another cart.
Exactly.
but
I think
you
that
gonna
cart was
pay
like
for it.
$100 or something,
Yeah,
but
by the time you
man,
drive up there, drive back, eat, you know what I mean?
stop at all the Wawas.
you need to spend you need to spend 102.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
So
cart itself is 100. So yeah.
I lost my cart, man, but it was fun. We had a good time, man. But yeah, so yesterday, man, once I got in, it was probably like, almost 2 o'clock in the morning when I got in.
Yeah.
And I had to get up to get the kids ready for school Monday morning, and then as soon as I got back home, I was just on full blackout. Like I
Right.
didn't touch a computer, I didn't touch a phone,
Yeah.
I didn't see
like
nothing
that.
pretty much until today. Like I just blacked
Yeah.
everything out until today is when I finally started getting back to work, because
Right.
that
You have
this weekend killed me, man. That's why I was like, is Is it still October?
Yeah, we got one more week.
Yeah, 2 more weddings to go, man. I got Saturday and Sunday this coming weekend, and then October is through.
Nice. I remember we did that wedding on Halloween last year.
Yeah, that was on Halloween. Yep.
Yeah, and it got chilly out there toward the end, and I had to have me some coffee.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they had some coffee out there.
Yeah, I know that was nice of them, wasn't it? They had a little coffee bar.
They were thinking ahead.
Yeah, the one on Saturday had coffee too. They had coffee and donuts as a as a little side dessert after the cake. They still had more stuff going on, so it was coffee and donuts.
Yeah.
The one on Friday night, when it got cool out there, the mother of the bride started coming around with little glasses of whiskey.
Oh, to warm everybody up.
I was like, yes, please. Warm everybody up with the whiskey. So that was cool, man.
Yeah.
That was cool. So that was the busy weekend,
cool.
man. And then I finally got it in me on Monday to so we did church on Monday at the prison. Lots of good things happened there, and we had about 80 guys attend, 80 inmates, and we're gonna be doing baptisms sometime in December. So once we made that announcement, we had a bunch of people already interested in learning more about baptism and whether they were baptized before or not. We're gonna have one little meeting beforehand just to kind of talk through it with them and make sure that they understand what it all means, and then we're gonna do some baptisms in December, man, around holiday time.
Nice.
So that was the week. That was since we've last gathered. That was the week, man.
We've been busy, man.
Yeah, we
have
been.
Actually living the very thing that we preach. Here
absolutely.
on no shortcut.
Absolutely.
And of course, it takes planning. It takes scheduling. You have to be on time for these events.
Yeah.
Fulfill your time.
Yeah.
And you got to make it back to your home. Make it back to
That's what
your
it's
kids
all about.
safely.
Yeah, that's what all about.
Yeah, Rich Girl Sips is on.
What up? I'm sorry, I still can't see any comments. I wish I could see your comments too. But shout out to everybody that joined us. We do appreciate that. Speaking of Rich Girl Sips, I can tell you about my new hat.
Okay, your new hat.
Now.
Okay,
yeah, I'm wearing. So I've shouted out Juju Lee events a few times. When we're here talking, and sometimes see, look what just happened. Now all the comments just popped up.
Oh, they flooding in.
Yeah, now they're starting to come in. Faith is here. Hey, Faith. I know that was an hour ago. Hey, Faith. So they just got here. Yeah, so something happened with the system.
Yeah, what's up, Rich Girl Sips?
Yeah, Matthew, what up, my man? But yeah, so I've been working with Juju Lee events for a while. As pretty much resident DJ. Whenever they have an event where they need a DJ, a bride contacts the wedding planner first, of course,
Right.
And then the wedding planner recommends caterers, recommends musicians. So I'm always number one DJ that they recommend, of course.
That's lovely.
And now, as their business started to expand and they're doing more stuff, not just in the Charlotte area, they're kind of branching out, doing destinations, Florida, Myrtle Beach, stuff like that. I had been asked to join on as a entertainment consultant, pretty much meaning when they book a client that needs a DJ or a band, regardless if I'm gonna do it or someone else, I'm pretty much tasked with finding and booking that entertainment.
Nice, man.
So whether I book myself or I book, thank you.
We got the applause. Yeah, let's hit the applause.
So yeah, man, it's just a little something. So I've been, the last couple of weeks I've been talking to bands and talking to other DJs, getting people booked for events that I wouldn't be, if they wanted a band or if they wanted a DJ for an event that I'm already booked for. I've been speaking with other DJs and helping getting these clients entertainment booked. So all it came into fruition because Amy, a co-founder of the company, realized that she don't really, she's
have the resources.
Yeah, the resources or, the patience to talk to DJs. I'm pretty easygoing and easy. They love dealing with me, but anytime they've had to go try to find another DJ, if you're not from that world and you don't speak that language, it's hard to know what's a good DJ, what's a good price, who's a good band, that kind of stuff. So, she just asked if I can help out and just handle all of the entertainment for the
Yeah,
company.
yeah. And
So
really, the music is the everything when it
right,
comes to the wedding.
right.
And so maybe she didn't even feel comfortable being handed that much to do. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
because it's, I mean, if
That's
I
everything.
hear horror stories about, oh man, we wish you were here last weekend because the DJ we had was, you know what I'm saying? So kind of getting in front of that, and I can help, weed out,
Right.
and just make sure they, if it's not me, it's still going to be quality,
Yeah,
quality
quality.
service. And even on the band side, I've been starting to, research bands. I've had to book a band in Charleston last week, or a couple weeks ago. And
Okay.
so it's been able to give me, some good contacts on that world too.
Great,
So
man.
just another little little something to do
Yeah.
on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yeah, just broadening, it's broadening the horizons, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Stepping into
absolutely,
some uncharted territory, man.
absolutely.
Yeah. But entertainment consultant.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah, you gotta add that to the title.
entertainment consultant, and they've been wonderful enough to appreciate that my time is worth something.
Oh,
So,
hey, isn't it great when people get appreciate
yeah,
things without you having to tell them to appreciate it?
yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
remind them.
You
You gotta
gotta, I do too.
sometimes you gotta
Yes,
remind them
indeed.
that, hey, you know who I am, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm him, don't you?
Yeah, I'm him. I'm him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
nah,
but
that's
that was
great
good. That
when
was
they
good.
recognize,
Hmm.
and they're just that's a upfront thing. Like, this is
Right,
what we got for you,
right,
for your time and your
right.
services, and that makes everything easier. Sometimes
Yeah,
people leave that part out, but be asking you to do a million things.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, all right, how much bread we talking?
Exactly. So yeah, they've been cool about it, man. So shout out
Yeah,
to Amy and Julia and the whole
but yeah,
Juju Lee events family
yeah,
there. I'm
shout out
happy
to
to
them.
be a part of officially a part of the family now. I've been
Yeah,
unofficially for a couple years, but now I'm officially a part of the family.
officially part of the family. You gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Oh, now I see
That's
some
awesome.
more. I see some more
The
comments.
comments
Shout
still
out,
coming
Rich
in.
Girl Sips is in the house.
They in here. They in
Thank you,
here.
thank
Thank
you,
y'all for
thank you.
joining us. We didn't have a guest tonight because we had such busy weeks and weekends after
Yeah,
we logged off last week. So we just decided to come on, stick to the script, still come
yeah,
on, touch base with our friends, touch base with our family, still
yeah.
chop it up with you guys, and we'll get back to the drawing board for next week.
Absolutely. It was
Yeah, yeah. My
a
brother is
busy
here.
week. It
Matt,
was
what
a
up?
busy week for sure. And we're glad you all came in and joined in with us just so
Hmm.
we can. This is what we was going to be doing anyway if there was no show.
Yeah, yeah,
We just get on the phone and talk about what we did last week. That's what we used to do. And that's
yeah.
that's how the show
We
started.
just do it in front of y'all now.
And that's how the show started. But we are
Yeah.
looking forward to, bringing in some more exciting guests,
Oh,
some
for
intriguing
sure.
conversations with people coming up, and we just want to thank you all for sticking with us, man. This has been a great
Yeah.
ride for 35 weeks.
35 weeks. And if you haven't subscribed just yet over on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to do that now. There's 34 other episodes than this
Mm-hmm.
one that you can go back and watch. We've had a lot of great guests,
Yeah,
including the Rich Girl Sips, who's in the comment,
including
including my
Faith
sister Faith, including my
and
brother
Matthew. Yeah.
Matt, and a host of other people who have
Hmm.
given us a wealth of different ideas, a wealth of knowledge,
Yeah,
insight,
absolutely.
as far as it pertains to being an entrepreneur. So hit that subscribe, share it with a friend.
Yeah.
Feel free to drop a friend's name in the comments. They can come back and watch the replay
Hmm.
later. Every little bit helps us to grow this platform.
Absolutely.
And we understand that it takes a village to get this accomplished. It's just two of us, but we represent all of you guys. We want
Hmm.
you guys to be able to utilize this platform too as a resource, for whatever it is that you do.
It's a good
If you're
word,
looking
man.
for the community, if you're looking for a DJ,
Hmm.
looking for a musician, you're looking for somebody who can decorate, looking for a mobile bartending service,
Hmm.
we want you to be able to come here and see, like, okay, yeah, we can utilize each other's services.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
don't have to do the ask Facebook asking for a friend.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Ask
what
for
I'm saying?
recommendations. Yeah. And I mean, on the subject, before we cut out, on the
Yeah,
subject of utilizing services, the holidays are coming, folks.
they are.
So shout out to Smooth Sales.
Yeah, yeah. Make
Definitely
sure y'all
check out
follow him.
Smooth Sales. Follow him
Smooth Sales.
and A Touch of Faith. Make sure you
Yeah,
follow A Touch of Faith some wonderful holiday ideas from both of them. No matter what your who's on your list this year, between those two, I think they got everybody covered.
Yeah, yeah. And let me go ahead and plug my father, his business, Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. You know, all your church supplies and all of that stuff. If you're in the Sherrall, South Carolina area or surrounding, stop by there. Shout out to my mom with the Our Power program. I got some friends in the Earth, Wind, and Fire family, guys. Believe it or not, God is great. God is good. And some friends in the official Honeycomb family. If you don't know these names, just Google them. Google them. Shout out to my chairman of the board, guys. Shout out to Mellow Groove. Shout out to the executives, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
FNG Entertainment.
Hey, that's me. And shout out to Josh Walker. He just commented as well. What up, Josh? And Josh really helped me out a lot. He gave me a good recommendation for a band in Charleston, and I do appreciate that, my man, because that worked out perfectly. And Josh is working, man. Josh is busy dude too.
Yeah, that's great. I'll be seeing him, man. Once I follow him, I think I on IG and Facebook, but I'll be seeing him, all over the place, near the water.
Yeah, yeah, man. He be in those nice places.
You gotta love it, man.
Yeah, I'm out here in the barn with a tent on it, and Josh is like,
out there in the backyard, are you?
Yeah. Josh be in them nice places, man. I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about.
For sure.
But Charleston does have more water in general, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I would assume. But we end up by some water sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of my summer stuff is like, I'm fortunate, man, to do a lot of concerts, you know, next to water and stuff. Like it's always a nice view. It's something soothing to the soul when there's some water right by you, you know, and you can just look out there and see it.
That's nice.
Whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just do it by some water. I'm gonna go in my backyard right now.
Just put some little icing on that cake, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, man.
Hey, man, this was a good show, man. This was a good way to just kind of recap the week, man.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And we'll be prepared, ladies and gentlemen, next week. Get back on our square. Have you guys a guest, an interesting guest with a story to tell.
Yeah. So then after.
Yeah, man. It came to me like a song I wrote.
Yeah.
It can't start for the rope.
Yeah, buddy. We'll see you all next week. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on Twitch, give us a follow and a sub. We do appreciate it. And let somebody know.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate you guys for supporting us weekly. Shout out to all of our folks in the audience. Some of you who were past guests, we appreciate you supporting us. And that's what it's going to take for us to continue to grow. We hope you guys be safe.
Yes,
have a great rest of the week. We're going to, real quick, I'll be in Wilson, North Carolina with the chairman of the board on Friday. We will be at, I think, Barton College. Let me tell you right fast.
Yes, sir.
You guys, that's another little hump away.
Yeah.
That's about 3 hours and some change. Yeah, we had the Barter College Homecoming. That's at the Bulldog Bash at World Gig Park. Starts at 6:30. And feel free to go to www.thechairmanoftheboard.com
do that
for more details and for the touring schedule.
Do that.
All right, man. I think that's going to do it for the week.
That's it.
God bless y'all. We thank you. We'll see you next week. Peace, love.
Good night. Yeah.